Hi guys, okay, so we've got to week 3 of the 4-week rotation. First things first, a couple of new guys have joined. I always say guys even if you're girls. So Emily and Nicola, welcome to the group. I hope you're going to really enjoy what we're doing. What we do at the first part, as we do every week, is a little bit of a technical conversation. So I was having a chat with one of you boys out there, Rob in particular, and we were talking about head movements. So I'm not going to run a competition this month. I don't know, there's a lot of merit in it at this point. What I am going to ask all of you to do, you've all got my telephone number, I want you to film yourself doing the stuff that we're going to do today, especially the non-linear combinations. I want you to send it to me because I want to see where your weight distribution is, where your recycled hands are coming back to. Hopefully both the ladies that have joined us this week, you've visited the previous 2 films so you know where we're at. So just to reiterate, what we're looking for is for you guys to lift your right heel off the ground, your weight's 55% of the way back, 45% forward, and what we've been talking about over the previous session was non-linear combinations. So a linear combination very simply would be 1, 2, 3. So 1 made 2 made 3. Non-linears might look like this: 1, 2, 3, 3. So what we were doing was focusing on exactly what has to happen for a non-linear combination to happen with, say, the left hook. So in that scenario, our weight would be here, 55% back, and we might transfer that to 55% forward on the right cross, then we'll come back to 55% back and we're throwing it as a single hook. If we're throwing it as a double, we take the weight from our right hip, 55% weight back to 55% of the weight forward. On the first of the left hooks, we come back to medial, 50%, go back to 55% weight forward, and come back to 45% weight forward, 55% weight back on the second hook. So that means we've got that leverage. What we're going to work on today is head movement, which is the thing that Rob wanted to raise. Now obviously when you see me box, you'll see me do this a lot, which is feinting. I want people to throw. We'll talk about that another time. But what I want to talk about today is very simply, how do we get into the zone we need to get to throw a double left hook? Someone's throwing straight shots at me. I'm going to throw a bent arm shot at them. My bent arm isn't as long as their straight arm, is it? So I've got to get past it. But what people don't sometimes understand is that the movement that happens with your head obviously is not a neck thing. It's actually a shoulder rotation, knee bend thing. So if I rotate through and bend my left knee, I've got the perfect shape for the hook, yeah? But I need to do that to get out the way of their straight shot. If they're coming to me, I can do that and counter. If I'm moving to them, I have to proactively drive my left forward and to the side, transferring my weight onto the left knee, and then come back with that rotation. I want you to think about my body as having an X. If I'm getting into the left hook, my right shoulder comes forward towards my left knee, and then I throw that shot there. If I were to go the other way, say someone's throwing a jab, I then bend my right knee, and I take my left shoulder down. Shot goes over, ping the right hand over the top. That's for another time. We're just going to be working on the double left hook today. Okay, we're going to do the same elevation round we did last week, the same mobilization round we did last week, but when we get to the maintenance rounds, that's when I want to see that high intensity, and I want to see a hell of a lot of work going into those shots. We're working 80%, so we're going to do 180 seconds, before 150 shots in the round, and all of those shots on aggregate, 80%. Okay guys, here we go for our mobilisation 3-minute round. So we're going to bring in what we were talking about earlier, which is linear simple combinations for mobilisation purposes, which would be things like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Don't forget, we do occasional clusters to the body as well, thumbs turned out, so those biceps get warmed up properly. Once again, I make no apologies for wearing the plastics. It's good to be warm and mobilised. Okay, let's begin. Nice easy jab. Just pop it off, chin down. Not too heavy. You'll start bringing that mobilisation in now with the back on the 1-2. Nice and calm, just getting that thoracic spine mobilised. We're not punching full weight at this moment. On the section, on the work we're going to do today, we're going to stay with the same VPI that we did last week. 80-80. Let's start bringing that left hook in off of a simple right hand. Take the weight forward, bring the weight back. Don't forget, thumbs up in the air. Don't worry about turning the hands over all the time. Nice easy mobilisation. Back to the simple 1-2. Good. Get into that body. Thumbs turned out. Start coming back to 2-3 once again. Back on a simple jab. When you do your jab, right hand stays around by your chin. 1-2. Double that up. This. 2-3. Back on that jab. Simple 1-2. Back on that body. Simple jab. Okay guys, so now we're going to go to the elevator round. Now, we are going to take the elevation of your heart rate up, but we're going to be a little bit more considered this time because we're bringing in this left hook. I want you to concentrate on the transference, making sure that the weight's coming from left leg to right leg. And what I want you to do as well is start bringing some upper body movement into it, okay? We're going to go through and learn these upper body moves, but just for today, use your interpretation. Start inventing yourself as the fighter you want to be. Keep an eye on the clock. Okay guys, so we're coming to these 2 maintenance rounds now. We've got 3 rounds to go in total, 2 maintenance rounds, then a warm down round on shallow box before we go to circuits. So don't forget, we're going to be coming down, don't make it massive, don't make it massive. Come down, right shoulder, don't forget about the X, left foot, slightly forward, down, ping, ping. The weight comes front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, okay? So if we're doing 1 hook, it'll be down, 55% of the weight forward, ping that weight, 55% of the weight back. If we're doing it as a non-lineal, we come down, 55% of the weight forward, medial, 50%, then all the way back to 55 on the second shot. Check the clock, take some fluid if you need it. Let's get into the first maintenance round. Okay, for the purposes of today's round, on the maintenance, we're not going to be moving too far from the bag. All right, guys, let's kick on. Bye.